What to do, folks? I hope you're treating yourselves well, and of course, others. My name is Claire. This is a channel where I enjoy doing tarot readings, and today I thought we would have a bit of fun with what your crush thinks about you, or maybe even what's going on with them. So hopefully that's fun. Yeah, how they see you. This could be a new love interest or just someone you're crushing on. Let's see. This is pile 1, and your signifying card was the Knight of Cups. Gotta love a horse card. So I think that there might be someone who has a little twinkle in their eye, per se. They could just be very, extraordinary, almost romantic, or maybe you're making someone want to be romantic. The Eight of Pentacles. I think you've caught the eye of someone who is very work steady, very to themselves at times when they want to be. They can probably be social, but I think it's kind of an era of this person has been buckled down working. I think that they might be kind of rough around the edges. The Ace of Pentacles. You certainly don't know how to approach this person, I don't think, at this point in time. I think that they kind of are on the same tip, because look at how this person's staring at this pentacle. I think they might actually have done pretty well for themselves in some way, form, or fashion, or they're just able to be tied up in the day-to-day basis if they want to. They have plenty of things to think about, things to worry about, but all the sudden it's seeming like maybe you are kind of throwing a wrench into their cogs, or it's not that. I think that you're kind of just taking up their time in their mind. The Three of Wands. Yeah, this person is more goal-oriented in the future as of lately. They could have been very cryptic, or they can be very cryptic. I think that they have a hard time stating where they're at before they get there, almost. They might almost have a problem with feeling like something is theirs until they take it, sort of. I don't think there's a negative here. I think it's more of this person is very timid when it comes to something that could how this person is pondering the world. I think you could maybe it could just be disappointing to them if something, they're interested in you, and I don't know if they feel like it's a real possibility right now, but they certainly don't want to give up the idea. The Two of Swords. Yeah, they could have something that they could be feeling kind of down and out, maybe not up for the challenge, or maybe if it's not that severe. I think it's a sense of this person is very eager to find the reality in things. I think that they're so business minded as of lately in their life that they want to see things grow, and this could be something unassumed because of distance, or they might have justice. Yeah, they could have actually been dealing with some karma issues. They could have had to go through a few things in life that kind of dragged them to the ground, because they might not have put themselves in such savory, favorable situations. Or when I said rough around the edges, they could have just never had to go through the motions of give and take, being aware of your emotions, and also keeping up with that sort of thing. I think that they're very emotionally aware within themselves, but displaying that to someone else might not have been a reality yet. So it's kind of them assuming. I think that they might be daydreaming about what it's like to be with you. I think that this person really wants to weigh the options with you. Four of Pentacles. Okay, it's kind of, anytime I see this card, it rears its head. I'm thinking control issues. So this person might have control issues because they have seen downfalls aplenty. I think maybe you might be rough around the edges to this person, or so tantalizing and so unattainable, but you might kind of make yourself aware or attainable, or maybe you've held back in the shadows. Something about you is hard to read as well, which it's kind of almost like two walls trying to communicate at times, perhaps. But the Two of Cups, the world's on your side, baby. This is almost like a destined, like, I wouldn't say like destined to be, but I think that this person has changed some things in you for better. Your awareness towards, I think you're willing to be patient with this person, even if you don't know this person. I think you're willing to be patient with others because the prospect of this person being in your life in the future makes you happier. There's a sense of this person kind of maybe is taking off the edge because, like, they're assuming the role. They kind of see that this is a possibility due to maybe them having a little bit of intuition themselves, because they are like pretty established in this world some way, some form or fashion. Like, they're not like floating through the ether by any means. They're very sturdy in what they think. They just are bad at expressing that amongst another, perhaps. And I think that they're kind of, the world wants to make it possible for them to want this, like, without like, the world wants to make it more attainable. Like, if you have an issue with having, like, people be able to give you all at when you meet them, or like if you have a hard time people or yourself really showing where you're at emotionally, and when you really like someone or something like that, like, there's a thing about a mask, and I think the world wants to help you both take off your masks. Like, it might almost deplete you to the point where you're like, okay, just give me a chance. Like, not to this person, but just in life. Like, honestly, I think that you might have been going through so much that you're like, I'm willing to go the distance just to, like, make an effort. This feels good. This feels pure. So I think that maybe life kind of wants to, like, take off some of your old baggage first, so that you guys are more fluid and lovely, so it could just be more succinct sort of feeling. And yeah, I think it'll be good, and you gotta know I love you. Pile 2, lovely of you to join us. This is how your crush is feeling about you currently. Yeah, let's get it. Okay, better. So your card was the Justice card. This card is gorgeous, darling. I love it. So justice is to be had. Maybe you have come only to disappointment in love, in life. But it might seem as though, like, you kind of have more alarming situations than fruitful, perhaps. Yeah, the 6 of Wands. Someone really is enjoying the thought of you, the sight of you. I think that you almost, like, created someone mentally, it seems. If this person is not coming into play yet, I think that this is in the works. I hate to be so, like, cryptic and whatnot, but I've seen it happen before. There's a sense of maybe life has thrown you through so many loops and whatnots that it finally is it's held you back for so long. The Hangman. I think that you're in a period of rest and retrieval, which was much necessary due to a lot of the things that also life has thrown at you. I think maybe you, just the whole surroundings, everything needed to come down at one point in time. You needed to hold yourself back in a lot of situations, and for better, because maybe you would have not wanted to be on display in certain ways, even if it felt like you did at the time. I think life kind of aided you. So now it is turning you into a lover in a way that you will find extreme success with this next person. This person, I'm hearing like lighting fire, so I think that you might enjoy very natural, nature-driven things with this person, walks, hikes, spending a lot of time walking, driving in nature with this person, lots of good conversation. The Six of Wands. This crush is probably one of the more pure starting things. It could have taken a really long time for it to start or come. I think it's a long time coming for you, but it's going to be very precious and soothing, because I think that there's been, like, this is such a sweet, oh my gosh, yeah, the Ten of Swords comes and throws its head in the mix. So the Ten of Swords was inevitable deceit, inevitable fate, downfall, slurry of horrid, non-forgiving situation. So the nightmare is almost over, though. This is a 10, which shows with the Justice is making me think that a new day has come. You have all these things under your armor now that you're very aware of, that the possibilities, but because you went through them, now you have a better attitude, you have a better outlook on life. You might look better, you might perceive others in a more proper way, but success is yours. Look at this beautiful, beautiful Six of Wands again. I love the horse in this. I love its long legs. I think that there's a sense someone might really enjoy your physique. You might have like a long torso or long legs. I know that's like, you're going to have one or the other, but I think someone might really just enjoy the look of either one of those things on you. Like parts of your torso might be really attractive, or parts of your legs are really attractive to this person and others, but you are way more attractive than you have been in the past, and that was I'm hearing it, God-given right. So 9 of Wands, yeah, you're still in the battlefield, but it's coming to a close. I think that your toughest battles are probably here in a sense of mental anguish. Like you might have not had to deal with the most harsh battles, but mentally you are being thrown on the coals, raked through them, and then thrown in a nail pit. Just unenticing. It does not feel good, it does not look good, but on the way out it does look good. Like you have this sense of like a one person band, or like a one person army. I think it's not just like a we can make it through the rain, or we can make it through this sort of situation. I think it's more of like a I have more eloquence now. Like you're not set off by your anger, you're not set off by your plights. Every day is new to you because you chose that. You can look at all the things that you used to be and see that those didn't work, even if it feels like anger is available and the best option. It doesn't even, you see it as just another, it's being sidetracked. It's a way to deviate from your course. And that is with life's necessities. Like the downfall, like all the trials you go through are not in vain. They're not. I think that a lot of the things, like, you know how some people can make their lives impossibly hard? You have gone through the things that you had to go through in the Three of Pentacles. You catalyzed them into, you didn't make it harder. You went through them, and you might not have had a smile on your face, but you went through them and it was swiftly. And I think that either people are observing you going forward, and that is very tantalizing. I think that the fact that you have this like rugged, forward nature about you, like you're gonna be going forward. You're even if you are not in the spotlight, or it's seeming like the situations would be so detrimental, when people communicate with you about them at some point, or when it comes across like how you feel about the situation, it's almost like nothing. Like, it's funny that people are like, how you're not even registering this anymore or stewing on it. Like, you've moved on. You've always moved on. And I think that people are finding you more of a actual partner option because of your structure, your symbolism of self. Now it's like people almost know that you're focused on yourself. You're not out in the weeds playing with riffraff and doing all these things with amongst others. Like, I think that your loyalty is emanating, and that's really attracting a lot of people, to be real. And it kind of seems like maybe this card doesn't have a specific person in mind. The Page of Cups, yeah, but you're certainly catching eyes this way. I think that if you continue to go forward, do the things with grace that you need to, maybe when you go out in public, dress like not nicer, but like brush your hair, throw some water on your face, put some lotion on, that kind of thing, put on some cologne, just a sense of attraction mode sort of thing. You could have a person, and this will just make them like, it could be a person from afar kind of situation, and this will maybe entice them to want physical, like to demonstrate how they actually feel physically. Like, they might be kind of scared, but I think that your stable nature is actually something that is wanted as of right now. I think a lot of people are kind of the Star. Yeah, you emanate instead of speaking. I think that that's really attractive to several people, but specifically the thing that you want will be attracted to that. Not always stating where you're at, like if you're going through it, not being like posting about it online, sort of like, don't do like the motivational quote route sort of thing, like I think that you emanate, like over time you're always going to come back, you're always going to have something to show, people are going to see through your attitude and your approach to things how progressive you are and how easy to get along with and attainable love and attraction will be. Like, I think that you might have been cast off as like bizarre or weird, or just like you kind of did that yourself by isolating yourself in ways, but I think that there's a serious sense of like everything's coming into you. It's coming, your time is coming, and it's like in a good way. Like, it's about to be on and popping for you. I really feel that. So yeah, lovely. You gotta know I love you. Pile 3, what is up? All right, so this is what your crush is feeling, what they're thinking, and your pile had the moon, which made me instantly think of cycles. I think you could be kind of calling out to a certain person. There's like these dogs howling out the moon. So I think that there's a cycle that's coming back around for you. Okay. Yeah, I'm thinking like, sorry, there was a lot of noise. So you could be dealing with people getting in the way, or people had been getting in the way, maybe static, like maybe someone thought a certain way of you because of the way that what you were displayed at some point in time, or judgment. I think maybe their friends or family were not so into it, or just like a sense of a miscalculation, a misassessment. These two cards that were the first ones out, the moon and the judgment. So the cycle is showing its back. Okay, so the Four of Wands came out immediately too. Lovely. This is a reuniting, and this is a reuniting of what was almost meant to be, because all these cards are very, very spiritual. I don't know how spiritual you tend to be, but the moon is showing like love and cycles, judgment is showing that time is nigh, and then the Four of Wands is a reuniting card almost for what would be like a soulmate, or I wanted to say true love, but just like, it's a very powerful card of you coming back together in a more favorable state. The Nine of Swords, though, I think that there is fears, like this could be a situation where you didn't know the person very well, and it just kind of, maybe there's distance with time or speaking sort of situation. This person is very high strung. They feel as though, Five of Swords, you guys might have beef for some reason, or they might feel as though you might have bad fights in the future, or something might come back to haunt you. They might feel okay, maybe they have said something about you to other people when they were venting, or maybe there's a sense of like something coming back up. Maybe they acted a certain way or treated you a certain way. There's a sense of like not wanting to have a rehashing of a conversation, only wanting to have conversations that are necessary, basically. And when I say that, the Sun, I think that they want to actually have anew, and they don't want to fall into any like, they understand how deceit can be observed and like maybe assumed of them because of like a certain way that they are, a certain way that they've like shown themselves. But this person is very pure. This person is very wants to dote on you. I think that they really enjoy like face touching, or just like grabbing, like, you know how like people kiss like your face a lot, that kind of situation. I think that they're really into PDA, and maybe not ever in their life, but they really want to be with you. There's a sense of this person is like really being redefined almost. The Page of Swords, very new person from anyone that like you've met in general, but if you met them before, this person has re-engaged. The Page of Swords, they're thinking about ways that they can come into your life. They're thinking of ways that they can assume like a conversation with you. I think that they want it to be easy, and they want it to be successful. They don't want to come off like too attracted or too like, I think that they've been thinking about it on the low for so long that they're worried about like almost giving away too much when you guys talk, because I think that there's a conversation to be had. The Sun, I'm looking at it, and it's like the Sun is inevitable, so I feel like the conversation is inevitable, honestly. So they're wanting to like have a conversation with you but not give away too much. Like, they might have been almost obsessing about this, or maybe just feel really close to you in ways, and they don't want to like overextend themselves in fear of like giving that away to you. Or like maybe they don't get to talk to other people about you. The Three of Pentacles, they might not get to talk about love or relationships very frequently, or so it's new to them. Maybe they're really excited to start enacting things that they've never tried before. Could be in many ways, you know, like fun and like flirty ways. That's so silly. Okay, they could be thinking of like a lot of like new mental approaches, how to talk to people differently, how to be in relationships differently, what you guys are like physically sort of situation. There's just like, it's all so new and tantalizing that this person is like wants to rush in and like give it all they got, but they're worried that you're charming. You're very charming to them. You're like a hole-in-one. You are everything that this person thinks about in a person. I think that you attain in some way, form, or fashion, and if you don't, you kind of redefine what they like. It is so sweet. My heart is like fluttering and full, and I feel like I'm in harmony right now. So this is a sweetness that this person had to attain through probably what was like bitterness and hurt. Yeah, the Eight of Swords. This person has seen the downs and the dumps. They've seen the pits. I don't know if it's been with you or if it's just been, gradually forever. But this person has seen it, and they've actually graduated from the hurt. They have applied a new approach to life. I think that they look back on themselves, and you might actually be kind of like attracted to every part of them and every side of them, but I think that they look back on themselves and wonder like what you think of that, if they've like pushed you away in some form or fashions by being themselves from the past, you know, like there's something about like maybe they have old media or something, you guys have a past or something about them worried about how they're coming off to you, but they're still the same person. They haven't changed, which is great. It's a good thing. The 10 of Pentacles. This is so love and yummy. I love this so much. You guys, I just want to put your relationship, I want to cuddle it in my arms. So this is good. The 10 of Pentacles is an amazing sign of success and working together. I think that this person wants to, I think you've sparked something in this person that they're like, oh, I want to work with this person. Like, I want to figure it out with this person sort of situation. They might know that they have pitfalls, or they might know their deficits as a human, but I think that you've really inspired change. There's a change in them, and I think that it's kind of like attracting them to themselves more, which makes them attractive to you in a lot of ways too. Like you have altered this person in just a really nice way. Like it's very unpressured. There's like light steps. Like, I don't know if you said anything to this person or if just being you has really elevated their want of lifestyle, and you could be going through it, honestly. I think that you might be wanting to like reunite, like just like unite with this person, because maybe things will start becoming more like you could be dealing with idle situations a lot right now, and I think when you guys come together that it might stir up new growth in a lot of ways. So that's really exciting too. I think that this kind of is inspiring to both of you because of growth and change, and what a glorious thing that is. So yeah, this is so good. You guys gotta know I love you. So